good during the broadcast.
Huh?
I wrote a new song.
Oh, you wrote music?
I got a buddy. He's a Cambodian guy, right?
Right.
He asked me to write a song for him a long time ago. He was gonna give me a Cambodian instrumental, and I'm like, I'll try it. Just whatever you give me, I'll see what I can do with it. And, so yeah, last weekend he gave me a beat. It's Cambodian instrumental. I wrote.
Okay.
This is good.
What's it
I'll
based?
let you. Huh? What's it?
You know what I'm gonna do? 1 second. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off because it's splitting back and forth.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for now. Yeah, that's better.
That's cool.
Okay. Yes. So you've got a new track with a Cambodian producer.
Well, he's not a producer, but he just gave. It's just off of YouTube. He gave me an instrumental that's like a Cambodian. I guess it's like a traditional Cambodian song.
Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted me to try to rap something to it, and I did. It turns out real nice. He gave me something to do. So it's cool.
Cool. So listen, this is the first chat that we're really having, and
Right.
I suppose I could try and big you up, but in fact, I will big you up. I mean, I've been working with different types of folks for a while, and none of them are in the music industry. None of them are I'd call music my first love. And I've worked with like estate agents and just the regular marketing, boring stuff.
Right.
And you got in touch, and you were a rapper. I saw you was a rapper, and I'd heard this stuff, and I knew your stuff was just on a different level, because as much as it's nice to hear, a nice beat and a nice little, nothing really had any content to it. But what you were writing, and that's why I was just hyped that we were able to link up, and I could work on your project with you. Tell the people who you are, man. Tell the people who you are, and like what do you write about? What just yeah.
So I guess the best place to start is when I really started writing music.
Yeah.
Because as a child, I always wrote things. I guess that's just natural. So I wrote poems and short stories as a kid, as early as maybe 5.
Yeah.
And I grew up listening to music and listening to rap in particular, but not just rap. But for whatever reason, I gravitated towards rap. So about 8 years old, I wrote my first rap song. And I didn't take it as serious at that age.
Right.
It wasn't until later. So like 8, I started writing rap music. And I just like freestyle with my friends. We had like a pencil banging on the table, just saying some bullshit.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But 8th grade, so I would have been about 12 or so. That's when I sat down and wrote my first real song where I'm really just intentionally saying something that is meaningful to me or reflective of me. And I had a chorus and, just the whole shebang. I just came in with an actual song.
Yeah.
And I started writing like every day. I'm writing at least one song. I probably wrote a song a day at least. So I don't know how many songs I ended up writing that year alone. I tore up a lot of them because I started getting very obsessive about how good it was. So if I wrote some bullshit, it was bullshit.
At that point when you started writing, what was the distinction between a good rap and a bad rap for you?
Well, I grew up big on Busy Bone. Of course, Tupac. Everybody loved Tupac, but Busy Bone was arguably my favorite rapper at the time, like when he went solo. So I wanted to be a fast rapper because people think my stuff is fast now. Most of my stuff now, I'm playing with the tempo and the rhythm. It's not just one like straight speed all the way through. I'm just real lyrical with it. But back then, I was just trying to be fast on everything I was doing. So every song I write, I'm just trying to, as much as possible until I learned to scale it back. I had to start learning some subtleties and some nuances. But basically, what made a good song was one, it had to say something that I felt was worthy of being a song.
Okay.
So even though I was just 12 or 13, my mind has never been the kind where I'm focused on bullshit like shoes and just the image stuff that people always gravitate towards.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say something meaningful. I wanted to say something that came from me. And I had a very harsh life even from just like early childhood. So I had shit to talk about.
Right.
And I always read a lot, even then. So I was really talking about stuff that was beyond my age because I was already talking about society and philosophy and kind of just the human experience or the just sort of the futility of life at times too. I was already on that kind of shit.
I mean, that's what
So
really attracted me to your not just your style of rapping, but you as a person as well. The fact that you think a lot deeper, and you actually wanna put that into your rhymes, whether it puts people off or not. It's something that
right.
you feel needs to be spoke about and implemented into your rhymes. I think that's real deep. One of the things you were talking to me about was the absurdism.
Yeah.
Your ethos behind that, and it's something I find very interesting. Just tell me how what that is in it. Just explain a little bit to me.
The absurdity.
Mm,
So absurdity is just I mean, I didn't create that, of course. It's just a philosophy. I think his last name is Camus.
right.
It's a French philosopher. Really got introduced with absurdism itself a lot later. Like it's something I already thought about, the actual way of thinking that somebody had already said in the past until I kind of just reading different stuff, stumbled upon it. But basically, to give an overview, this kind of breaks the human choice down into three different levels based on the acceptance that existence is absurd. Basically, bullshit, I guess, is the way to put it.
Right.
There's no natural inherent meaning to life or the universe, but the human mind craves for that type of connection or that type of reality.
Yeah.
So it's like a contradiction of you're searching for something that doesn't exist. And
Yeah.
even if you're intelligent enough to figure out it doesn't exist, you can't stop your soul from searching for something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that
So you have
wanting more.
you want more, you want a real connection, you want a real meaning, you want a real exchange. And then all you have is just loose connections when you reach out for it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn between that and like my more spiritual side that maybe it does exist. You just have to
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of suffer to get to it in between the two. But you basically have three choices. You can either be programmed to follow something like an organized religion
Mm-hmm.
to trick yourself into believing that there's a purpose for you to fight towards. You can commit suicide. You can be what they call an absurdist hero. But you live your life with meaning and ethics and morals and codes and
Yeah.
purpose, even though you know intellectually that there is none. So you sort of rebel against what you feel in your life by trying to create your own meaning.
Yeah.
Uh, absurdism is. And I end up writing a song about that. It won't be on this album, but I'm putting on I think I'm putting an EP like right after the album called Darkness.
Right.
So I want to do that too.
So tell me about
So
the.
mm,
Yeah. You were talking about a future track that you're writing. Tell me about the project for next year because I'm excited about this. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. I've heard a couple of tracks, the recent ones off the SoundCloud, and there's one in particular on there that caught my attention. I mean, all of them caught my attention, but there was one that I was just bumping on a regular. this summer's out. But tell me about the new stuff that's happening next year. What have you got planned? What have you got lined up?
So I just finished recording my first album. It's called The Wicked Ways and Softer Shades.
Say that again. It's Wicked Ways and
It's
Selfish.
yeah, The Wicked Ways and Softer Shades.
Okay.
So that's just playing off of the Konphlicted thing. Of course, Konphlicted is my name. Konphlicted. I guess I should explain where the name comes from.
Yeah, please.
Because it wasn't my first rap name. My first rap name was actually Sinister T.
Okay.
Uh, which Sinister T was just like I got an older brother. I'll go into that. That's a whole nother story. We don't talk anymore, but my older brother, he used to kind of rap and he called himself Mr. Sinister.
Right.
I explained that I started when I was like 8, to 12 or whatever. So I kind of stole his name and put T on it to make it, mine.
Yeah.
But as I started to grow and find my own style and way and myself, in essence, Konphlicted just kind of came along. And it was a word I used a lot in my rhymes, but I like the meaning of, I like the sound conflicted. It has a harshness to it, the K sound, and the T at the end. It has very harshness to it, but it rhymes with a lot of other things very well. So
Right.
Konphlicted kind of represents me as a person. What I feel the universe operates under is a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict. Things are very contradictory. Just living. People are contradictory. People are complex. So Konphlicted is kind of a statement / name at the same time.
I like that.
So the Wicked Ways and Softer Shades kind of represents that balance of seemingly unbalanced things, so to speak.
Right.
Because my music is like that. I come with the intellectualism, but I come with the harshness of the shit I've been through. I come with the softer side, I throw it all in there, but it's not meant to be confusing. It's just being honest to where we're not one thing at one time all the time. We oscillate. We're being on different levels.
Yeah.
You can be spiritual and be down to earth at the same time. You can be intellectual and be, I don't know the term to use.
Worldly.
You can drop it and just joke around, but you can still be intellectual at the same time. It doesn't have to be one thing or the other.
Yeah, I think that people end up trying to put themselves or other people in a box. So you're either
right.
intellectual, or you're a joker, or you're focused on money and you're not focused on life. There can be a symbiosis and a connection between those two extremes. So I like that.
Right. Yeah. So, because really, that's what the EP was. Like, if you think about the EP, Ready, which is a very harsh, personal stuff, pain. But even in that song, there's a balance because I come in with the sort of, if I whisper when you listen, kind of drop it down, take the energy out, make you think a little bit. But each song is doing that to where it's like a different color almost. But they all are very representative of who I am. They're just coming from different perspectives, different aspects of myself. So the album is taking that concept, which you saw on a small scale, with the 6 songs on the EP, and stretching it out, showing more of me, and it's going a lot deeper than the EP did. So I'm very happy with it. It sounds really good. He hasn't even started mastering it yet, and just from when we recorded, it sounds good. So
when
I'm interested in hearing it.
When do we think we'll be hearing the first tracks from the new album?
Yeah, so we got to start shooting the videos. We kind of trying to decide if we want the weather to kind of get a little bit better first, or we want to just go ahead and do it. I would say I would give it a month or two, and then it should be a video out. Yeah. I'm probably going to do It's a song on an album called "Women with a Weed." It's gonna be featuring Ski's Will. It's my producer. Um, that's probably gonna be the first video we do, just because it has a lot of political stuff in it too, and I
Right.
think it's relevant to the election. Which I'm not a bipartisan politician, so to me, the Democrat Republican thing is
Right.
laughable. When doing real research into how politics works, it's like it doesn't matter which side you choose; they're the same team. They just operate under the guise that you have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're presenting you like, hey, you can have Coke A and Coke B. And you're just like, why would you argue over it? It's one brand. You know, like, I don't want Coke at all. I want some juice. Like, you can't have juice. Out of here.
Yeah.
So it's political, but I get personal too. It's just a nice, very nice blend. I don't even know what he's doing with it yet because he haven't let me hear his verse or his parts.
Okay.
So whatever he adds to it is gonna make it even more uh, special. And the beat, he produced it, so that beat is one of the best ones on the album.
Right.
So I gotta put that one up first personally.
Now, I'm excited. I'm excited about this project, really, and I think the tracks on SoundCloud are they're a testament to what's about to come. But if anyone needs to just get a little bit of an understanding or just a taster of what's to come, pop onto the SoundCloud. I'm going to put the link in the description. I have to say them kind of things. I'm going to put a link in the description, guys. Check out the SoundCloud, and things are happening. I'm excited about this. We've already started speaking with international folks. You're speaking to folks from Cambodia. We've got folks in the UK. We've got folks in New York. So this is called it's not just a project. I can see it as almost a movement. Because the ethos behind everything that you're doing is a lot deeper than just the financial gain or just getting your brand out there. It's more of a making people look into their own lives a little bit deeper than they are doing. And I think it can only be a good thing.
Yeah. And it's just part of my motivation for writing. What's taking me so long to get to the point where I start putting my music out is because I've never written for other people in the sense of I want to write something that I think you'll like, so you'll pay me money, or you'll worship my name, or buy a T-shirt, or be a groupie, or something silly like that. Like for me, I've always created music just to express not only myself, but to just try to make sense of the world and make sense of myself. Um, so now that I'm decided to actually give it to people, like to truly go for it and make a career of it, I just don't see the need to have to change that and try to be what I think they're like. Just give them what I learned, give them what I do, and let them just make it their own.
Yeah.
Because that's the only true gift I can give somebody. Is like just real raw from me instead of let me make a catchy tune with a catchy beat, saying the same shit that everybody else is saying. Make a quick buck, get pushed by local, and then they disappear. I mean, most of the people that do that don't last. People don't listen to their music 30 years after they done good it. It's just like here they go tomorrow, you know, MTV. It's, like for real, not I want to be a star so I can fade away into something else. Like be a fucking host on American Idol or something. Like I want to really make music and keep making music and get better and better and better and put out more and more and more. Like I love the shit. Like truly love the shit. I don't want to do anything else. I want to do music.
Yeah.
So
and the fact that you're using just to quote a superhero movie with great power comes great responsibility. So with the skill you have, it's not to be wasted. And you're utilizing it to ensure you're doing something good with it. Which can only be commendable. Can only be commendable.
It's actually ironic you say that because I had a conversation with somebody and they was asking me about battle rap, which I think battle rap is cool. It can be very creative. It can be very interesting. But I was telling them I don't want to do that because I don't feel like I was giving. Even though I know it's for jokes, but it can be very. I mean, you just tearing into each other. Even I know people show certain examples of you have like quote unquote conscious battle rappers,
Yeah.
but even then, they still the whole purpose of a battle rap is to tear down your opponent in a verbal way.
Yeah.
And I felt like I wasn't really given the gift of being able to construct words the way I do to tear people down. I'm trying to like make people think. I'm trying to make people kind of soul search a little bit, or even tell stories that people don't even hear because I got some harsh ass shit, that I come with sometimes. It's a little bit more needs to be addressed. So I'm trying to do those type of things that really can spark discussion and thought. And, which is hard to do because it's considered an entertainment field, and people don't want to think it's entertainment. Like that's not fun for people to think.
You are going. You're going against the status
Most
quo. Everything at the moment is I suppose it's sex, violence, and rock and roll. That's what people are programmed to accept at the moment.
Right.
So when you start scratching beneath the surface of those three, and you start touching people's nerves, it becomes a little bit disconcerting to them. But that's what's necessary. You can't grow unless you're you can't grow unless you're uncomfortable. And that's what's necessary. So no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna wrap this up. But we're gonna have this on a regular. One of the things which we're gonna do songwriting videos as well, on how to construct songs, how to write. And I think people are going to really take a lot of rappers out there, they don't really know where to start from. And not just rappers, just songwriters in general.
Yeah.
So I think in the next episode, we'll probably speak a little bit more about that.
Yeah, and of course, we got the songwriter showcase that's going to be coming soon, where I'm going to be showing how just different styles of rap. I mean, not just conscious, not just intellectual, not just struggle or reality rap, but going into the other things too, like the mainstream rap. Just showing that I have versatility as a songwriter and not just as an artist.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. All right, Con. Well, it's been good speaking to you.
Same here, man. It's always good.
And we'll catch up in the future, man. Speak soon.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.